So at this time, we're going to do our company motto, and I'm going to turn it over to Uncle Mike.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Do we have someone pulling it up?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not.
All right.
Yes.
There it comes. This comes. All right.
Okay.
All right. I want to say good evening to everyone. I want to welcome everybody to our Tuesday evening call. Very excited call tonight. But before we begin, I'm going to demonstrate on how we do the company motto. I will say company motto. Are you ready? And you'll raise a fist and say yes. I'll say go. We'll say cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, serve in humility. Aja, aja, aja. Okay? All right, everybody unmute. Everybody unmute. All right, Keisha got the dog under control. Everybody unmute. Everybody unmute. Okay, company motto. Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Go. Cherish the
Cherish
spirit.
Make the vision.
with humility.
All right, y'all sound very good tonight. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody mute yourself. We're going to turn it back over to Sales Master Sharon Wilson. I'll read the product testimony disclaimer. We're not here to diagnose any medical problems. However, this site is for informational or educational purposes only. It does not substitute professional medical advice or consultations with healthcare professionals. And don't worry. We're going to have a great time tonight. All right, Sharon, back over to you.
All right, thank you. Okay, so let's see. First thing I want to do is we're going to get ready to introduce our speaker for tonight. But if you're a first-time caller, if you could let us know that this is your first time by putting it in the chat section and who invited you, we definitely want, once again, to recognize you for being on the call. We see some of our people that were new last week, they're on this week, and this is what we absolutely love, because we want to share this company and these products with you all tonight. And I've been with Atomy since 2019 is when I actually signed up and I started using the products. And today I'm excited to say that my health has gotten a whole lot better. My blood pressure is down. My cholesterol is down. No more swelling in my ankles and in my joints. So because it's been such a blessing for me, we want to share this company and these products with you. And so that being said, I am going to go ahead and get Dr. Sway to come on, but I want to do this first before we do, because we don't want to take for granted who we have on the line. And so I'm just excited to just do this quick introduction. And this is Dr. Aaron Swee, and he is a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine, and he's licensed in Georgia. He's also licensed in California, and he is, his diploma is in traditional Chinese medicine dermatology. And Dr. Swee grew up in a doctor's family. His father practiced traditional Chinese medicine for over 50 years, gaining his fame from treating various kinds of illness with acupuncture and herbal medicine. After initially pursuing a career path in occupational therapy, Dr. Swee decided to follow in his father's footsteps and become a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. For nearly a decade, he has served the Atlanta community in the Toko Hills Clinic. He is skilled in Japanese, Korean, and traditional Chinese acupuncture and has gained the trust of many loyal patients through his caring personality and over 20 years of clinical experience in traditional Chinese medicine. He speaks 4 languages: English, Chinese, Korean, and Spanish. And Dr. Sway serves in the international community of Atlanta as well as he serves us as well in the Atomy family. And I want you all to do me a favor. And I want you to help me welcome. We want to see love signs. We want to see claps to welcome Dr. Aaron Sway. Take it over, sir. All right.
Well, thank you very much, Sharon, for a warm, welcoming message. I don't know where you got all my credentials.
I have my ways.
Okay. Well, it's been 27 years in my practice. Actually, it's probably you got 20 years. I wrote that 7 years ago, probably 7 years ago. Well, anyway, thank you very much for welcoming tonight. I am going to present some Atomy herbal products and supplements. Actually, this is will be given to Atlanta Success Academy in March 25th. So if you are going to be there, probably you're going to hear me again. However, I added more products because we have new product, right? So I added one more product, and I'm going to share my experience with that product with you tonight. And let me share my here you go. Okay. Okay, so okay. So I like to start with oxidation and also inflammation, because the products that I'm going to share with you tonight are helping oxidative stress and also inflammatory stress. So most of products that I'm going to share, they are going to help our body to detox, and also lowers the oxidative stress and also inflammatory stress. So what is oxidative stress? How it affects our body? Well, definitely you will feel tired, okay? And you'll feel, poor concentration, and you have mood swing. And also you could have blood vessel issues, arteries, and increase the blood glucose, and also hormonal imbalance, and also decrease the cortisol, and changes in skin texture, and the muscle tones, moist. Your facial complexion is dull, and also you could experience some aches and pain in your joints and muscles, and decrease the immunity and decrease the absorption of nutrients, increase the risk of allergies. Okay, so this is how it affects our body. Do you know the oxidation of the metal? The oxidation of the metals means the metal will get rusted. So think about it, the body is going through oxidation. That means the body could go rusted. Okay, so that's how we are aging. And another stress is inflammatory stress. We have systematic inflammation and also local inflammation. The systematic inflammation is really starts in your gut. Okay, over 60% of the inflammation, systematic inflammation, starts in your gut, and it spreads throughout your body through the blood vessels, and the intestines absorb toxins in your intestine, and then spread to your body, and that's systematic inflammation. And the local inflammation, it could be from injury or over-exercise, and it's due to overuse or not use, actually. And that could cause local inflammation, like arthritis and joint pains. However, if you have systematic inflammation already, and your local inflammation will get worse, okay, will get and slow healing. So let's look at the inflammation. If you look at right here, how the stress can cause inflammation, actually, in your gut and through this vagus nerve. And believe it or not, when you don't feel good in your gut, a lot of people will feel depressed. So depression is not just happening in your brain. The depression could start in your gut. Yeah. So that's very important that you have a good gut health. So later I am going to talk about how we could have a healthy gut. So this is actually brain and the gut connection. So if you don't feel good in your gut, you don't feel good in your brain, and vice versa. Okay, so if you are overly stressed, and that could cause inflammation in your body also. So it's overly stressed, that's an inflammatory stress. Okay, and if you look at this bowel, this is a large intestine, and there's some areas. This is X-rated, the photo, and you can see some of the areas are red, and some of the areas are swollen, and some of the areas are narrow. Okay, so next one, I am going to go over some of the products that I am going to share at the Success Academy. That is a vitamin D. Vitamin D3, this supports the bone and immune health. And it is very important that we have a sufficient vitamin D because ever since industrialization in America and some of the areas, industrial countries and cities, we start to work under the roof. So that means 9 to 5, that's when you can get the sun, but you are under the roof, therefore you don't get the sun. That means we are pretty much all vitamin D deficient, okay? So we could have weak bones and low immunity. Okay, so Atomy vitamin D3, there are 5 categories that I would like to go over. This is 250% of the daily value. Usually it's in between 600 and 800 recommended dosage. However, this is a 2000 IU. This is more than the daily recommendation. And the second, it is a certified vegan and vitamin D3. I will tell you why it's vegan, because the ingredients of this vitamin D is amazing, okay? And third, includes a vitamin K2. I will share a little more about the K2. It's very important that we have K2. You take vitamin K2 with the D vitamin. Okay, and organic mushroom blend. Okay, that's why this is vegan and vegetarian source of vitamin D. As you can see, the chaga, turkey tail, lion's mane, shiitake, 47 mushroom. And the last, the certified USDA organic, certified vegan, and non-GMO. Okay. Okay, so vitamin D, a natural source from the sun. So believe it or not, I went through some of the vitamins, the mushrooms, and mushrooms are able to process the sunlight and make vitamin D. And also able to store in them. Can you think about something, it's able to get the sun and then able to process and able to store. Okay. Any of you have a solar panel in your house? Solar energy, the roof panels? Well, used to be, when you have the panel, you can just able to use the electricity. And you cannot store because we didn't have the storage available. Now Tesla and some of the companies are making the storage, and therefore you can not only can use during the day, you can use the electricity, but also you can store it, and so that even during the night you can continuously use your sun power. Okay. So this is it's amazing that nature already knows what to do and give us some advantage and to get the sun, the vitamin D from natural source. Okay, so this right here, this page, it describes we have a vitamin D2 and D3. And, actually D2 and D3, there is not really big difference. However, recent research, they found out D3 is able to raise and sustain vitamin D levels more stable in our body because vitamin D3 is more like what we make in our body naturally. Okay. And the next one is like I say, it's a vegan vitamin D3. If you look at this, this is do you know what's this? Any of you live in Stone Mountain area? If you climb the Stone Mountain, you're going to see this on the stone. This is a lichen on the stone. And did you know this has a medicinal property? And this is one of the ingredient actually. Actually, it's more than 5. I introduced the 5 mushrooms, but this is one of them. This is not included in 5, but this is one of the key ingredients for Atomy vitamin D3. Okay, this is a lichen, and they get lots of sun, and it actually makes a vitamin D's for us. Okay, so why K2 is important? Do you know why we need when we take calcium, we have to take a D3? Because without D3, calcium is not absorbed in our body. Okay, and also why do we need a K2? Because we have to have a K2 that we can deposit calcium into the bone. Otherwise, it will stay in the bloodstream and it can cause calcification. Therefore, we have to have a D3, K2, and calcium together. Okay, so make sure when you pick a vitamin D, make sure it says there is a K2, and Atomy vitamin D3 has a K2 vitamin in it. Okay, so next one, I like to go over these 5 mushrooms. And if you read organic chaga mushroom, turkey tail mushroom, lion's mane mushroom, shiitake mushroom, cordyceps mushroom, and they all support the immune system. And they are anti-inflammatory and also antioxidants. All 5 of them. And shiitake mushroom, I know this very well because the Asians like to eat this shiitake mushroom. And shiitake mushroom also detoxifies your liver. Okay, and organic lion's mane mushroom, it's like the lion's head. In Chinese, they call this hotogu. It's they call it monkey's head mushroom. And guess what? This will help your head, especially when you have foggy head. Yeah. And this lion's mane mushroom can help your foggy head and cuckoo head. What's a cuckoo head? You know, when the weather is cuckoo, when the weather is gloomy, you know, you feel a little moody and foggy, and this mushroom will help you with that. So all this mushroom and the cordyceps mushroom, I use this mushroom a lot to help lung functions, and especially people with the chronic cough and also asthma, chronic asthma. I use this a lot, and this is quite expensive actually. And in Chinese, we call it dong cong xia cao. It's the winter time. It's actually warm, and the summertime is a plant. And this actually it moves around during the summertime. And here, turkey tail mushroom. This looks like a reishi mushroom, but it's a little different from reishi mushroom. They like to grow in the hardwood, and this also has a strong detoxification function. And chaga mushroom, this is it's a yellow, very bitter mushroom. They only grow on the mulberry tree, and this also detoxifies your intestines and also your liver. And cordyceps, the cordyceps, I don't know if you know, the cordyceps is one of the ingredients of Atomy cosmetics. If you read some of the ingredients in Atomy cosmetics, cordyceps is one of them. And of course, they have to go through fermentation technology and purification technology and all that. And because otherwise it's going to smell. Okay, so if you look at all those 5 ingredients, it's not just helping giving you vitamin D source, a supplement, and it has other medicinal properties. Okay, so the next one is Atomy organic fermented noni concentrate. I don't know if you tried this yet. I never tried any other products, any other brands, so I don't know how other brands taste. This is the first time that I tried. You know, it tastes a little strange for me, just like when you first tried the Hemohim. I never felt strange because you know, I grew up with that Chinese medicine, and my father always you know, brew, you know, nasty teas for me, and I already know. But this one is actually a little different, little strange for me. However, it has it also has 5 categories right here we like to go over, and this is actually if you look right here, this also practiced the Atomy's product philosophy absolute quality, absolute price, right? More product, lower price. And how it's possible? Because actually, Atomy bought a farm in Indonesia, Java Island. They bought a farm, and so they actually the quality is in control. They control the quality, and it undergoes a patented fermentation and aging process of 1,440 hours. I think, if you want to actually take this, it has to be fermented. I think I read in somewhere, has to go through the fermentation process. And this is, they didn't add any of the other ingredients other than coconut sugar and to make, a little tastier. And this is organic fermented noni created through joint research with the Korea Food Research Institute, a government sector, just like the CARI, Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute. So Atomy is borrowing or connected to so many scientific sectors, whether it's a government sector or private sector. They want to make the best of the best. So as you can see their effort here. 200 kinds of beneficial phytochemicals from noni. The phytochemical means phyto means a plant and chemical means chemicals. And so it's a plant chemicals. What's that mean? That means if you really concentrate this, it could become a medicine. That's what it means, a phytochemical. Or it can be beneficial to your body. Okay. And this has 7 types of minerals, 18 types of amino acid, 12 types of vitamins. So it's a very rich source of nutrients. And don't expect me to pronounce all those the Latin words. Okay, so there are 4 kinds of phytochemicals in it. Oh, I have to pronounce. Rich in polyphenols, iridoids, peroxidine, and scopolamine. Okay. Anyway, so it's rich in polyphenols, 143 kinds of it looks like kiwi, 140 kinds of tomatoes, 121 kinds of mangoes. What this really means, actually, all those words and what it means, what actually it all means. That means, I just went over. That means it's antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. And plus, it gives us nutrients. That's what it means. I just simplified for you. Okay, noni grown on an Atomy-owned farm. As you can see, I already shared this with you. And they go through, farming and the washing and packaging, and so that they have to ship it to Korea safely. Okay. And it has to shipped in the refrigerated container to Korea. So that already cost a lot right here. So nowadays the shipping cost is a lot. But when it's arrived in Korea and they go through this the process, fermentation process, in a FDA approved facility, and they go through the organic fruit process. Okay. The next one is Korean red ginseng jelly stick. Somebody asked me in a group, what's the difference between Korean red ginseng, those granules and the jelly stick? You know, the granules are very potent, and the ginsenonite, let's see.
Ginsenoid.
Huh?
Ginsenoid.
Ginsenoid. Okay, I'll go over it. It's a ginsenoside or something like that. Okay, so it's a 20 milligram versus this is, I think, a little over 60 milligrams. So this is milder than the Korean ginseng, the granule. Okay, so I think this is a safer for the little ones to take this. You know, the like teenagers, and they could eat this. It's more safer, and the other one is much potent and stronger. Okay, let's see right here. There are 5 benefits, and just 1 packet per day. And as you can see, antioxidant, right? And boost immunity. And it improves memory, relieves fatigue, improves the blood circulation. You know, in Korea, you know, I've seen my father. You know, every spring he goes to this the open market, and he buys like 5 roots of ginseng, and actually he doesn't process. But you know, if he wanted to process red ginseng, you have to steam for 9 times and sun dry 9 times. So that means you need to steam it and then you sun dry. You steam it, sun dry, steam it, sun dry 9 times. So that's a lot of process that become red ginseng from the white root. And this is convenient, of course. You know, they already processed for us, convenient. Ginsenoside. Okay, here's a ginsenoside. So ginsenoside is a 5.5 milligram. I said 6 point over 6 point, but this is actually a 5.5. I memorized right. It's a 5.5 milligram, and that granule is actually 20 milligrams, and no sugar or starch added in this. And I will go over a few more ingredients here. 3 additional ingredients added to red ginseng. Here you go. It's a ginseng berry and Siberian ginseng and Chinese goji berry. Okay. Matrimony vine is actually a goji berry. If you can see that those red dry berries, I've seen they're available in Costco. I don't know if you saw it, but it's in there. I saw recently. So red ginseng boosts your immune system, improves blood flow, antioxidation, and improves memory, improves fatigue. Actually, this didn't say it, but it also improves its anti-inflammatory in certain areas of your body. And the ginseng berry, it's a berry. It's also red color. We have some American ginseng in this Appalachian Mountains. You know, if you, in the fall season, if you see any red berries, probably that's American ginseng. And red color in Chinese medicine, it nourishes the blood, and also it improves the circulation, blood circulation. And this one especially help your eyes, actually. I use this a lot with chrysanthemum tea. I combine them together and to nourish your eyes. Okay. Okay, so I already went over this. It's one a day. It's safe for the teenagers to take this. And somebody asked me if if they could take red ginseng granules. Yes, because it's already processed. But if you are to take the white ginseng like in Korea, probably my father won't recommend that because it's very strong. Sometimes you could have a nosebleed because that's strong. So what's that mean? You will actually improve the blood circulation to your brain. So if you feel very tired, you yawn a lot, you need more oxygen in your brain, then you try this. Okay. And we cannot not to go over Hemohim. I know you already know this. I like to take Hemohim with red ginseng because in Chinese medicine, red ginseng, we say tonifies the qi or the energy. And the Hemohim, the formula is actually tonifies the blood. So one is the blood, one is the qi, the energy. So both you can help your energy. It's not just the blood or just the qi, but you can help both qi and the blood. So if you go to see Chinese doctor, oh, you have a qi deficiency or you have blood deficiency, I need to tonify or I need to nourish your qi and the blood. So here you have the Hemohim plus Korean red ginseng that could help you the qi and the blood. Okay, so there are three main ingredients, angelica and Psyllium, Psyllium. Okay, it's hard to pronounce for me. It's Hanshong in Chinese medicine. It's available. It grows in Japan and also in Korea, and also in the west part of China. They call it Tuan because it's from the Sichuan province. That's where they grow the herb a lot in there. And the other one is a peony. You already know this. It's a flower. They blossom late summertime. So those three ingredients, it's actually there is one ingredient missing to make, we call it four ladies in Chinese medicine. Four ladies, they help the ladies a lot because, they are blood tonics. It's a tonic for ladies because the ladies menstruate and it needs extra blood. So this formula was started actually more than 600-700 years ago in China. Okay, so the animal and the human tested result of Hemohim, as you can see, NK cell vitality, enhance the cytokine production, enhance the immunity, immunocyte vitality. Actually, this can improve. This is also antioxidant and also anti-inflammatory. So this is it didn't say here, but with my experience, this helps the oxidation and inflammation also. Okay, so this is end of the presentation for March Success Academy. The next one, I like to go over Psyllium Husk. Okay, so this is a new product with Atomy. However, it's not new in America and in India. And this is one of the GS product in Atomy. global sourcing, global sales product. It is from India. And the probiotic right here, the first one is actually from Korea. The second one is actually from America. This is another GSDS product. So I put this all together here, and I put this hand with the soap and sponge. Because every time when I take this together and with my experience with the patient, I felt like this is exactly like a sponge and the soap. You know why? Because the psyllium husk is a fiber. It doesn't have much of the nutrients, but this is like a sponge. This absorbs the water and expands, just like the sponge. The sponge, when it's dry, it's like thin, right? It's very dry, and then once it meets the water, it will start expanding and absorbs so much water. And why I say the soap, because probiotics could act like a soap. When it expands, look at the intestines. The intestine is not straight line. It's like has a groove. And in order to scrape off the walls of intestines, you need to have a sufficient fiber to expand to the walls and then scrape off. Okay. And why probiotics here? Because probiotics will have the contact with the bad bacteria and will fight with them and clean the walls of intestines. So, well, this is not scientifically proven. However, with my experience, and my patients, from my observation from my patients, and this psyllium husk plus probiotics are just exactly like sponges and the soap. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to end this presentation with this beautiful picture. Okay, so this is the texture of the poop and shades of the poop. I'm sure you probably you didn't look at the other people's poop unless you're parents. So I like to just go over it just a little bit, not in detail, but you need to examine your poop every day. I don't know if you watched Last Emperor, the Chinese historical movie. Last Emperor, those Chinese doctors, they look at the king, the emperors, young emperors poop in the morning, and they smell and they actually examine the texture. And you know what the doctor said? They said, no more meat. Because I guess the emperor wasn't able to absorb the fat, so too much fat. So what's going to happen if it's too much fat? Okay, right here, fluffy pieces with the ragged edges, a mushy stew. That's what it means. Too much oil in the stew. It's a mushy. Mushy, maybe sticky. Okay, and right here, the color-wise, yellow, greasy, a foul smell, yellow poop. And this is also includes excessive fat, and the body is not able to absorb. And if you look at the color, the brown color is normal, and black color, you have to be careful, and maybe you like to see your physician because because it could be intestinal bleeding, not in the sigmoid colon. It's more in the stomach. Stomach ulcer could have black stool. So there is internal bleeding when it comes to the past the stool, and it looks it's black. It's black. So that means it could be your internal bleeding. Okay, green color. Other than you ate too much of green vegetables, this could be your problem with the bile, your the gallbladder. And also this white color is also obstruction of the biles. The bile duct obstruction. Sometimes my patients complained that she had the white color stool and then ended up in the emergency. So if you have to examine your color of the stool, and if you have blood in the stool, sometimes the hemorrhoids could cause this, but cancer can also cause the blood in the stool. So if you see any of the colors other than this brown color, probably you like to talk to your physician. Okay, and also if you look at the texture of the stool, right here, with the heart sign right here, this is a right texture, sausage shaped, smooth and soft. This is normal, and all other shapes are abnormal. If you see any of those, I recommend that you try Psyllium Husk and also probiotics, and you will see your stool looks so much better and I will say beautiful. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for listening.
All right, thank you so much. Let's celebrate Dr. Sui for his message to us tonight. So listen, we have 10 minutes. And what I'd like to do is open it up for questions, but make your questions about 15 seconds, okay? So that he could get right to the answer. And if you have a question, please go ahead and put your hands up and we will go from there. Any questions for Dr. Sway? Thank you for that. That last one kind of, brought it home. Dr. Sway. All right, any questions? Yes, indeed. All right, no questions? No hands up? Okay, go ahead, Mr. Mon.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Sharon. Wow, great presentation. So much to talk about, so much questions to have, but I did get a question, a text that came in. A lady, she texted me and asked questions. When you mentioned about the red ginseng and the Hemohim. Let me read the text to make it more, I gotta make my question quick. Will we help my man in bed? That's the question.
What's the question?
Her question was, will it help my man in bed? The ginseng.
Oh, of course. Yeah. The ginseng helps, ginseng, the character of ginseng means the gin is actually in Japanese, but in Korean is insang, or rensen in Chinese. The jin means person or human, and sen means the root. So if you look at the ginseng, it looks like a human. So the human helps the human, bone to bone, flesh to flesh. So if you eat whole ginseng, it's like you're helping whole body. Okay, so helping the man in the bed you know, you must have blood circulation, not just to your head, but you know, you have to go, it has to go to the important part, right? So if yeah, I'm telling you, if anybody has erectile dysfunction, try it. Sorry.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Sui. One more comment. When you went over with all the stool, the texture, the color, a lot of us don't look. I mean, it just goes, but it makes sense when you talk about, we do have to see what's going on while we're using the bathroom, see the color, you know, I mean, sometimes people have diarrhea, but everything comes down to is, you know, our health. We have to take a look at it and see what's going on. So thank you so much, Dr. Sui. Appreciate all the information.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay, so the psyllium husk, I like to mention one more thing. Psyllium husk helps both diarrhea and constipation. So, you know, the psyllium husk is not just to, you know, to move your bowels. If you have a diarrhea, try it, you know, because the psyllium husk can act like a brake. You know, you brake, it slows down your diarrhea. And also, if you have undigested food in your stool, you need to try digestive enzyme. And keep your stomach warm. And don't drink anything cold. No icy water, no icy Coke, no ice in your drink.
Awesome, awesome. All right, thank you so much. I think, David, did you have your hand up?
I did, Sharon, but I lowered it. I think Dr. Sway really already answered my question.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you so much. So Dr. Sway, for people dealing with cancer, what would you suggest for them?
Well, I don't think I can answer that.
You don't can answer that one.
Dealing with the cancer, well, you know, okay, it's already cancer. But, you know, I like to prevent. That's why this presentation is for prevention. It's not really for the treatment. The treatment, you have to talk to your oncologist, your physician, okay? I'm not in position to say, you know, how to treat the cancer. However, when I see my cancer patients, I don't treat cancer. What do I treat? I treat the body. Why? Because you're healthy. Let's say you're healthy. You have a healthy body, 70% versus 30% of the cancer cells. Would you try would you just treat your cancer, or you still like to treat your body? Okay, treat or trick. You need to treat. You need to treat right. You need to treat your body right. What's that mean? You still need to go back to the basic. You need to sleep well. You still need to eat well and digest well. And you still need to exercise. Okay? Don't think, you know, somebody say you have a cancer and then you start to act abnormal. You still have a healthy body, maybe 80%, 90%, or 70%, you still have the healthy body, or even 50%, you still need to treat your healthy body right. Okay? So don't be scared when you heard the cancer, and you still need to go through the basics. You know, if you have a cancer, if you don't sleep well, then the cancer cells will have a party. Right? You know, if you don't poop well, you poop well. Okay? Because garbage in, garbage out, it's a must you cannot, you cannot not have the bowel movement. You have to have a bowel movement every day. That's very important. Some said, oh, since I was little, I never poop every day and a couple times a week. And I said, well, you have a bad habit. You need to change it. You have to help your body to be normal. Make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yes, definitely. Thank you. All right, we have 2 more questions and we're going to make it quick. Ms. Kim?
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Sway, I have a question to ask you on the Psyllium Husk and the probiotic. Do you take that together or is it separately?
I take them together.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation.
Yeah, Psyllium husk, you have to, when you, make sure you use about at least a 16 ounce of water. And
yes, sir.
Then you shake it or stir it, you drink right away. Otherwise, it becomes jelly. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So you drink right away, and I would take probiotics together right away. And
Okay.
I'll drink more water afterwards.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you, Kim. All right, Ms. Phyllis? Ms. Phyllis, unmute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Okay, doctor, the question that we have here is, you said for the red ginseng that it will help the men with the blood flow, but what about for women who may have gone through the change and no longer have a menses or anything, but still, need a little assistance down there? Can they apply it topically or is it just ingested?
Just ingest it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what is the blood and what is the qi? In Chinese medicine, qi is invisible. Your energy is invisible. You feel tired, but you cannot show. Only your gesture can show you're tired. But your energy, you cannot see. What else you cannot see in your body? Huh? What else you cannot see in your body? Emotions.
Oh.
Right? Emotions you cannot see unless you have make facial expressions. Emotions are unseen. So emotions can be qi too. It's a qi. Okay? And the blood is you can see, right? The blood you can see and qi you cannot see. So in our body, we carry visible and invisible.
Okay, thank you.
And the ginseng is helping the invisible. That's why it's expensive.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
All right, thank you so much, Phyllis. All right, Mon and Almo, you'll be the last one. All right, Mon.
There's a question on the chat. Susie asked, what does the doctor recommend for detox?
What do I recommend for detox? First of all, since we went over this poop, you need to poop well, right? Make sure you have a sufficient water to poop. Because if you don't use the water, then how can you have a good poop? You have to have a good poop, right? And even you drink lots of water, you still have constipation. Why is that? The water all went to your urinary system. You pee a lot. The water didn't go to your intestines. Then what do you need? You need the sponge. You need the sponge in the intestines so that you can absorb more water there, right? That's how it works. And you need to urinate well, right? That's how you detox the body. And you need to sweat. You need to sweat out, right? That's how you detox, right? What's that mean? You need to exercise. You cannot just sit there and say, oh, I take this and take that, and then I will detox. No, that's why you have to move. You have to sweat out to detox. And what else? Can you cry to detox? Of course. What's that mean? When you cry it out, you detox your emotions, right? That's how you detox. How do you detox the invisibles? Huh? You have invisible toxins in your body. How do you detox that? Sometimes you can talk about it, but you know, you have to be careful because you don't want your secret going out. You create more toxins. The secrets can create more toxins when it comes out of your mouth, right? So be careful when you talk about it, but you can cry. You can cry it out. You know, in the Bible says you cry it out in front of me, before me, right? You cry it out. That's how you detox your emotions, your toxins in your heart. So that's all the detox, and you know, I already talked about all the supplements that you can detox your body. Antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, they're all anti-detox. I mean, they are detoxing your body. Okay. Hopefully, I answered your question, Mom.
Thank you, Dr. Sway. I just love your passion for what you do, and it shows. All right, Ms. Alma, you're going to be the last one. And what's your question for Dr. Sway? Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Dr. Sway, thank you so much. I appreciate so much what you said. And yes, the best counselor is God, and you cried out on your pillow and you'll be all good. My question is, you mentioned something about that you use something for the eye to help the eyesight.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? I didn't get it.
Oh, okay. So if you look at the Atomy, the eye care products, there are 2 supplements. You know, so if you read the ingredients, you know, it has goji berry.
Oh, okay.
It's a goji berry. The goji berry is one of the ingredients in this red ginseng jelly. Goji berry, it's a red berry, dry berry, and goji berry. And I don't know if you could get chrysanthemum. It's a dry chrysanthemum. The chrysanthemum flower, they you know, they blossom during the fall season. And there's so many different kinds of chrysanthemum. And if you go to Chinese restaurant, you know, the Chinese order so many different teas. It's not just the one tea. It's not just the green tea. So, you know, you can order pu'er tea. Did you know that? Pu'er tea, Chinese like to drink a pu'er tea in Chinese restaurant because, you know, after, you know, greasy food, they like to order pu'er tea. Or they like to order chrysanthemum tea. And chrysanthemum tea is, you know, when you have red eyes, you know, somebody got angry, red eyes, and they like to drink chrysanthemum tea. And I like to recommend the chrysanthemum tea with the goji berry together. So that's one of the famous formula in Chinese medicine.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
All right, thank you so much. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and all of our leaders that are here, our Royal Master Yunus Sung. Thank you for joining us. Just so appreciate. Did you have anything you want to share with us tonight?
Thank you very much, Dr. Sui. Great presentation. You learn a lot. Thanks for sharing.
Yes, yes.
See you, Atlanta Success Academy, everyone.
All right. I see we have Joseph, I guess a Star Master from Atlanta. Would you like to have words? We appreciate you being on.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sweet. Thank you so much. Hopefully you did very good the presentation in Atlanta about Success Academy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. We also have Star Master, Miss Teresa. Would you like to have words real quick? And we do appreciate our leadership here on the call. Miss Teresa, you muted?
Joseph is my husband. He already told.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Dr.
All right.
Sweet.
Thank
It's
you
always
so
a
much.
fantastic presentation.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Now I know. I'll know next time. Listen, at this time, I hope I didn't miss anyone. We have Dr. Dotson. Certainly appreciate her being on the call with us. Dr. Dotson, did you have any words you wanted to share?
No, I just wanted to thank Dr. Sweet for a very thorough and comprehensive presentation. I learned a lot and I appreciate his time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Dotson. All right, Ms. Sherry, give us our announcements real quick and we're going to let you go.
Thank you so much. Just a quick great news for everyone. On the March 16th, these 4 amazing products, if you already use, you're gonna get extra points. So if you are not trying yet, Dr. Sweet already mentioned the noni juice. This is a great product. You buy 2 sets, you get extra PV. So this you can share with all your customer, your business partner. It's a great opportunity to purchase extra and earn the extra PV from the company. So thank you everyone to join. Thank you, Dr. Sui. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to let you go and thank once again everyone for joining us tonight. And that being said, Uncle Mike, we're going to close out with our company motto.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight, especially those of you who are here for the very first time. Make sure that you get back with the person that invited you, and I guarantee you'll be thanking them for years and years to come. With that being said, everybody unmute. I believe we have the company motto coming up, and we're going to close out. Once again, Dr. Sweet, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate your time. Thank you. All right, here we go. Company motto. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh,
Cheers.
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 Yes, yes.
Good
night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you, everyone.
Good
night, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Sweet.
everyone.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good
night.
Have a good week. Thank
you. Everyone.
Thank you.
Great presentation, Dr. Sweet, as always.
Dotson, Laurie.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Maria.
See you tomorrow, everyone.
Bye, Ari.
Okay, Lee.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Sweet.
Bye, Ray.
Bye, Laurie.
Oh, yeah, Ray.
See you tomorrow.
See you.
See you soon.
What's up, Ari?
See you soon.